Hi everyone and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. So we are back today with another mat farming video. So this video will be related to Blair Flanagan because she has been released for quite some time actually in Duel Links, but I was not able to show off her Ace Monster, you know, her Ace Monster's mat, how to farm for it, because I could not access to actually recording, you know, because my PC broke. So now I can finally do that, now I can finally show you that off. So Blair, yeah, she is basically like a female version of Jaden, pretty much. That's how she looks like. So, but yeah, she is here, her Ace Monster is also here. So her Ace Monster is cute as fuck. Look at this small little Cinderella girl. Jesus Christ. She's so cute. Oh my god. Maiden in love. That's right. So fortunately or unfortunately, yes, we have the game mat for her, but we do not have, for whatever reason, her summoning animation. So I don't know why is that. Maybe it's just that Konami has been lazy lately. Something like that. But yeah, we only have game mat for her. So let's see, as you can see we have 3 copies of Maiden in Love, so yeah, in total I managed to pull off 43 summons of Maiden in Love in one duel. So basically if you're using this deck and if you are lucky enough, you can get the mat in just 2 duels. So yeah, that's a pretty fast farm. Let's read her effect here. This attack position card cannot be destroyed by battle, so that's really good. Simply because she has, as you can see, yeah, not much attack power, so her survive ability is really handy here, that she cannot be destroyed when she's in attack position. After damage calculation, if this card is attacked, place 1 Maiden counter on the monster that attacked this card. Yeah, this other effect does not matter too much, So the other key card here, aside from our 3 Maidens in Love, is Gonna Go. At the end of the damage step, if this card battled an opponent's monster, change that monster to face down defense position. So yeah, what we'll be doing in the duel, we'll be actually giving Gonna Go to our opponent via Mystic Box, which is also here in this deck. And then, with all our 3 little lolly ladies, all 3 Maidens in Love, we'll be ramming into Gonna Go each and every turn so that Gonna Go can flip them into face down defense position. And then in the next turn we'll be flip summoning our Maidens in Love, you know, and then we'll be ramming into Gonna Go again. So this is our loop basically. So flip summoning works for Maiden in Love towards the mat. For some monsters it doesn't work that have some specific requirements, you know, to summon them. But the Maiden in Love is an exception. As you can see, she doesn't have any specific requirements written on her card text, so flip summoning works towards the mat. So that's really good. We have here also 2 copies of Wonder Balloons. This card is needed here so that we can actually decrease the attack power of enemy monsters. You see, we have here also Spirit Barrier. While you control a monster, you take no battle damage. Because Maiden in Love doesn't have too much attack power, this card is needed here. Only 1 copy is kinda like enough. So the thing is about Wonder Balloons, you can actually substitute Wonder Balloons with, let's see. We had 1 more barrier card pretty handy here. Let's see where it is. This one, Astral Barrier. So you can actually substitute Wonder Balloons with Astral Barrier. If your opponent's monster attacks a monster you control, you can make the attack a direct attack instead. So what will happen is that opponent will target your small little lolly, Maiden in Love, but because of this handy little barrier, Astral Barrier card, the attack will be redirected to you, you know, to you directly, but because of the Spirit Barrier, you'll take no damage because you control a monster. But here's the thing, I don't like this particular Astral Barrier method too much, simply because it takes too much time, because you'll have to watch, you know, how your opponent attacks you directly with all of his free monsters, and it will take you a lot of time to watch all that, you know. It's better just to use Wonder Balloons, in my opinion, because it's much more faster, you know. So the thing is, with Wonder Balloons, enemy attack power will be decreased, so he won't be able to ram into your Maidens in Love, you know, so it's much more faster. So next we have here 3 copies of different dimension capsule. This card is here needed so that you can fetch your key pieces much more faster, you know. Next we have 1 mask of remnants, which is needed here so that we do not deck out. This is really a nice card in farming decks. You basically use it, it gets shuffled back to your deck, and then you draw it again when you are kind of like out of cards, when you don't have any cards in your deck, you know, and then you use it again, and the loop and cycle continues that way, you know. So next, 3 copies of Legacy of Yatagarasu for additional drawing power, also 3 copies of Jar of Greed for the same thing, but also one important thing about these drawing cards, you know, like Legacy of Yatagarasu, Jar of Greed, and capsules. Sometimes you won't be actually using them to draw cards, simply because you need fuel for your Wonder Balloons. So some of these cards you'll be actually using to fuel your balloons, you know, with them. So next, final 2 cards we have here, yeah, Graceful Tear and Luckless Tornado, so that your opponent is not decking out. You basically give Luckless Tornado via Graceful Tear to your opponent, and then he uses Luckless Tornado, and yeah, he's not decking out that way. So I'm using here Blair today, simply because I'm kind of trying to be thematic with these mod farming decks, you know. But as you can see, like I told you before, Maiden Love doesn't have summoning animation, so we are basically using here Blair for thematic purposes, and also for these spicy voice lines that she uses whenever she summons Maiden in Love. So skill-wise, I have here Draw Sense Light for Maidens in Love. But speaking about Blair, you can also use here Restart with her if you want. And also Draw Sense Low Level is pretty handy here as well. But if you are not using Blair, and this is what I advise you to do, so you're not wasting your time with these voice lines and whatnot, then I advise you to place here skill-wise actually Draw Sense Earth for Ganago. So yeah, because Ganago is really important in this deck, and you can fetch it much more faster that way, and just place it on the board and to act as your shield, as your barrier, so you're not losing your life points. But yeah, that's how the deck looks like, so let's spread some love today! And one more important thing here. So I was farming for this mat against this duelist, Alexis Rhodes, also for thematic purposes, because both her and Blair kinda have a crush on Jaden. So in this duel, you know, I was trying to see who actually has the rights to Jaden's heart, you know. But one important thing about farming here, you should choose a duelist who is level 20. So why is that? Because level 10 duelists will place their monsters in attack position. It doesn't matter what happens on the board, all their monsters will be always in attack position, and for this particular deck it's really bad, simply because we'll be ramming into Ganago, and we need to have Ganago in a defense position, you know, because if it will be in attack position, then our small little lolly girls, our small little Maidens in Love, will actually destroy Ganago, so yeah. But yeah guys, see you all in Duel replay, so... Alright, let's check out our Cuteness Overload deck in action here. So one interesting thing about Duel replays that Konami added recently is that now you can actually see what mats and what sleeves you have. Previously you could not do that, so But yeah, let's place our Maiden in Love here. As you can see, we are using Blair, so we have these voice lines for Maiden in Love. So, and let's set our Jar of Greed, which we'll use. So as you can see, opponent rammed into my Maiden in Love, so I thought I could use my skill here, but apparently opponent was not dealing enough damage to me. So I could not use my Draw Sense Light. So, but anyway, you know, we are kinda good to go, so let's use our different dimension capsule to banish Ganago, so that we can add it to our hand a bit later here. And yeah, let's just use our, as you can see, drawing cards to draw more cards, and also Wonder Balloons to decrease enemy, opponent, monster attack points, you know. So it will come in important actually later. It's important at the beginning as well, so you are not losing too much life points, so you do not die, you know. But yeah, Draw Sense Earth is really excellent here, so you can fetch your Ganago much more faster here, but Blair does not have it, so I was using Draw Sense Light. So, but yeah, our Spirit Barrier is in play as well, which will also be important here. So, as you can see, we used Mystic Box to give our opponent Ganago, and also we used Graceful Tear to give our opponent, yeah, Luckless Tornado. And now that you can actually see sleeves and mats, as you can see, opponent set actually our own card, our own Luckless Tornado, so yeah. But yeah, 2 Maidens in Love are already on the field. As you can see, we are not ramming into Ganago just yet. Well, now we do. Previously we were kind of like stalling a bit. Simply because you need to have Spirit Barrier on the field, you know, to ram into Ganago, so you're not losing life points. But here's the important thing about Wonder Balloons here. So, yes, we are decreasing enemy attack power, so that we are not losing too much life points, but also we are doing that so that opponent cannot run over our small little lolly girls here, because as you can see, they have only 300 power, so if you are not using Wonder Balloons, what will happen is that they'll be kinda like face down, because we rammed into Ganago, right? And then the opponent will just run over them, you know? So that's why it's important to have here Wonder Balloons. Yes, you can use that other card that I showed you before, but like I told you before, it will take a lot of time, you know, to watch all of these enemy attack animations and whatnot. So yeah, what will happen now each and every turn, as you can see, we have all 3 little Cinderella girls on the field, so we'll be kind of flip summoning them, all of them, you know, each and every turn, and then ramming into Ganago each and every turn. Then they'll be flipped face down, and in the next turn we'll be flipping them up again, and then we'll be ramming into Ganago again, and so on and so forth. So the Mask of Remnants here is needed so that we can use it, so we are not taking out, you know, it's returned back to our deck, then draw it again, then we use it again, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's how this deck works, and because we are up against Alexis Rhodes level 20, as you can see, she's wise enough to place her monsters into defense position, you know? And it actually aids this deck really well, because Ganago is also placed in defense position, and, you know, if Ganago is in attack position, then that would be pretty bad, because we could not ram into it, because then Ganago would be destroyed, and that would be bad. So, but yeah guys, our loop is created, so I think I'll meet you at the end. As you can see, opponent also used Luckless Tornado, so Alexis is not decking out as well, so yeah, now everything will happen just like you see on the screen each and every turn up until turn 50, so. But yeah, let's check out who actually, well, earns the right to acquire Jaden's heart. And yes, here comes our final turn, and apparently, actually, no one deserves the right to acquire Jaden's heart, simply because, well, Duel kinda owns it anyway, you know? So, yeah. This duel ends in a draw. But yeah guys, that's how the deck works in action, so... But yeah guys, that's how the deck works in action, so hopefully you'll find it handy. It's a pretty nice deck, like I told you before, yeah, 2 duels is pretty much all you need if you're lucky enough to get the mat, you know, so that you can get these 100 summons in total, you know. So, but yeah, let me actually show you the mat here. One interesting thing about dual replays is that now you can actually see the mat in dual replays, you know, so you already kind of saw it a bit. So previously you could not actually do that. So let me actually show you it a bit more closer here. Yeah. So here's our little Cinderella girl, Lolly, whatever. Look how cute it is! Jesus! Aww. But yeah, that's Maiden in Love. So, but yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the deck. Hopefully you enjoyed spreading the love today together with me. And yeah, see you all in the next video. Cheers!